People are done with Ice Spice because of how unrecognizable she's become. So if you see Ice Spice now, you're probably gonna ask yourself if she's even the same person. This is because she's done things like changed her iconic red hair, slimmed down quite a bit, and honestly, fans are not liking it at all. If y'all remember, Ice Spice basically became famous because of her looks, so everyone's saying her having such a drastic change might just end up ending her career.
I'm sorry, who is this? Are you telling me Ice Spice went black? This girl done dyed her hair black. I don't know if I love it or if I hate it, but she looks like a whole different person. Mind y'all, I thought this was fake when I first saw it, but then I saw the Getty images and I looked it up. She's at the Victoria's Secret fashion show and it's legit.
In one of the Ice Spice videos, the top comment was that she looks like Lorraine. And the way I literally screamed when I saw that comment, that was absolutely insane.
What are they doing with her branding? Because the whole, like, everything is changed. Like, everything is completely different. And they should have told us when she first went on her weight loss journey or whatever, because how... it just seems like it happened overnight. I don't know. I think they should just be a little bit more transparent with what they're doing with these people, because either that's a clone or like Ozempic is really like life-changing, because that's a completely different person.
Hey, I be thick because I be eating oats. I be thick because I be eating oats. Hey, I be thick because I be eating oats.
Beautiful people out here. I'm so happy you came to spend the night with me.
I've watched some Ice Spice videos in the past and I feel like I pretty much know what she sounds like. So is it just me who feels like she sounds different in these clips, or are we just reaching? Either way, something is off.
So many beautiful people out here. I'm so happy you came to spend the night with me. Listen, there's a lot of people out there talking shit, but regardless, I feel like a Barbie.
Regardless, I feel like a Barbie. A New York accent always is gonna hit, like the sassiness, the attitude, the confidence, and New Yorkers are just built different. Like I love a good old New York accent. Well, some of them, most of them.
Come up here, boo, hurry up.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Hi, it's Keisha. Nice to meet you all. Get in here because we've got quite a bit to get on into. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Ice Spice's new look. We're going to go ahead and talk about how unrecognizable she looks. I mean, it does look quite strange. Are we witnessing the downfall, the proper downfall of Ice Spice? I definitely have my thoughts and opinions. I know a lot of you guys wanted to hear it. So yes, a few of you guys were in my DM sending me different TikToks of her performing at shows. And I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know she was, still on tour. But she is. And regardless of what we have to say in today's video, or regardless of anything we've ever had to say on Ice Spice on this channel, she is still booked and busy, and she is, she's a working woman. She is running to the bank and running to get those checks and collect them. However heavy or light they are, she's still working, and we still have to give them people that. Okay, because it's one thing to be cancelled by somebody, and I do think that Ice Spice is actually facing cancel culture, because for a minute there I was kind of like, is cancel culture like still a thing? But it still is. I think a lot of people just weren't happy with the way that she treated her ex-bestie Cleopatra. I do think that all the people who've exposed her, and I think there's been like 2 as of this year anyways, that's a lot. Even for one person to expose you in the level in which Cleopatra did was already a lot. She came forward and she exposed receipts on TikTok, and there wasn't a part 1, part 2, 3, bitch, I'm talking part 10. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, got it right. I've been out of school for a minute. I forgot what 10 meant. But yeah, like, she was exposed, and pretty badly. That's one thing. But then another occasion with Ice Spice not speaking so nicely about Nicki Minaj. Now, does Ice Spice have to kiss people's ass cheeks? Absolutely not. Is Ice Spice playing a game just like a lot of artists are? Yes. Ice Spice came into the industry talking about Team Nicki, Team Nicki, Team Nicki. She ended up working with Team Nicki. She ended up working with Nicki Minaj, and they had some collaborations, and the whole world seemed to love their dynamic and their duo, especially because a lot of people believe that Nicki Minaj doesn't get on with a lot of the female rappers, so it was nice to see her be a part of something and just be united with a woman. For me personally, I felt as though, and excuse me if this is completely wrong, I just feel like a lot of people God, my voice is disappearing. I'm the wrong one. I feel as though what a lot of people don't seem to understand is, yes, there can be friendships in the industry, but that is very rare to find. I didn't think Ice Spice would be coming into the game and being just the perfect type of candidate or person for Nicki Minaj. I don't think that it really gave friendship. I think it was all a business move. I think it was all a tactic on both ends, to be honest. Just because whether you like Ice Spice or not, we're not going to sit down here and pretend that she didn't have a cute run. That her name wasn't in our mouths, because it definitely was. A lot of people were still confused, like, what does this girl do besides shake ass and ride really good beats? And then you had people who were like, you know what, this girl is cute, she's different, she's not like the other rap girlies, she's not coming to the industry with like a bust down 30-inch wig touching their waist or touching their ass. Like, it's giving different. And a lot of people are like, okay, this is different, we can get behind it, or this is different, no thank you. Either way, she had her fans. And that's not to say that she doesn't have her ride or dies now, but a lot of them are very quiet now. They still exist, but they're quiet, and everything's quieting down when it comes to Ice Spice, and this was not in the book for her and her team. I can tell you that confidently. Nobody's coming into the game wanting a good, cute run and then things falling apart. No. Is it gonna happen to some people? Yes. But I do think, had it not been for two former besties of hers coming forward, then this wouldn't have happened. Do I think we would have got tired of Ice Spice after like 2-3 years? Sure. But she was on her way to doing some really cool things. She even had the Taylor collaboration. Not everyone just gets a Taylor collab. Many girls dream of that, because when you get with Taylor, it's a big look. Same thing with Nicki. So she was collaborating and was strategic with who she collaborated with. Now, with Nicki, I think that we all know that she is legendary, iconic, and she is the queen of hip-hop. I just think that it was a business move on her end too, because she knew that Ice Spice was raking in so much numbers, and Ice Spice again was different from the other rap girlies, and I think that Nicki wanted to put her name with Ice Spice, maybe to make it seem as though, you know what, I don't just hate every single rap girlie that comes to the industry, is typically for a reason. When it came to the whole Nicki Ice Spice thing, I was like, we don't really know the context of the situation, but of course when you go against a big dog, let me not do quotation marks because Nicki is the big dog, when things come out, you said this, apparently you said this, you weren't feeling Nicki, no. It wasn't going to be a cute look for you. But was that enough to cancel her, in my opinion? No. I think the whole Cleopatra situation was not cute. And then Ice Spice's response, it was like, bruh, do you not understand? You were digging a bigger hole for yourself here. In my opinion, I do think Ice Spice is cancelled. I do. I think I've seen it. I think I've witnessed it where, like, people just don't rock with her the way they used to, okay? And can people be very fickle too? Yes. But I do think in the case of Ice Spice, she's just done several things in which are very questionable and iffy. It's not giving that you even care about your bestie. You'd rather snake your bestie. It's not giving that you're even wanting to develop your craft. It's giving that you like things handed to you and you don't want to have to work on it because you have maybe the pretty privilege or the light skin privilege. Like, there were so many factors I think that people just didn't like, but also, yes, people are fickle. So let's go ahead and talk about Ice Spice's new look. Now, for me personally, it just don't hit the same, okay? The arch cheeks don't bounce the same. The hair is just not like it's not like the star of the show. Because let's be honest, her having a coloured fro was like different. It was giving, Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? No, but seriously, it was giving Annie. And, you know, it got people talking. Ice Spice definitely got people talking in the early moments of her career, for sure. The gag is, it still is the early moments of her career. She hasn't been in the industry for that long. And that's why I find it even more annoying. And I know I'm not bugging, right? Nicki did say this in, I think, Princess Diana, that Ice Spice is like the princess of rap. I don't know, for me, I'm gonna need an apology and I'm gonna need it now. Because Nicki, I know you didn't mean that. You gassed the young girl up and now she thought she could walk a certain way, talk a certain way and act a certain way. But you know what? That's what happens when legends co-sign you. You start thinking, oh, well, your price goes up. And I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. Nicki Minaj co-signing another girlie. A lot of people feel like that's very unheard of. So I'm sure Ice Spice ran with that. For me, she's not the princess. Be very careful who we, you know, gas up. All right? She hasn't even been in the industry for that long. She hasn't even proved herself yet. She hasn't even showed that she can offer a wide range of things. So that was wrong. And on Nicki's era, on Nicki's end, sorry. Thinking about it now, I'm like, Nicki, bitch, you can be a very calculated woman. You can be very smart. Are you playing in this girl's face? Like, I'm like, Annie, Anyways, okay guys, so before we go ahead and continue on the video, please be sure to follow me over on my Instagram. It's Keisha_. It will be on the screen for you guys right now. Over on there, I've been showing you guys some fire ass pictures, some great content, especially outfit pictures, showing you guys where I get different pieces from, because I always get questions on like my wardrobe and what I'm rocking, where I've gotten certain things from. So best believe it is always tagged. Also feel free to just DM me, shoot me a message if you ever have like video suggestions, or you simply just want to kiki and chat with me. My DMs are open and I do see my messages. Literally ask about me. I do reply back to DMs. What are you waiting for? Or is the challenge accepted or not? I saw a video on TikTok of I think it was actually here in the UK. It was a girl crying and saying, oh my god, you're my idol, you're my idol, you're my idol. And I'm like, idol? Speaking of idol, is there going to be season 2? Oh, that's cancelled, isn't it? Genuinely forgot for a second, but then my memory just came back in about 0.5 seconds. Isn't it funny how the mind works? Anyways, it was actually a fan saying that, you know, she is her everything and that she is her ice glazer. Yes, you heard that correctly. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
I'm an ice glazer. I will never hate you. I love you, bitch. You're my everything. I love you too. Oh my god, girl, for real. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Okay, girl, let's not die now. No dying, please. Please and thank you. Please, no dying, no. You know what this reminds me of? When I was younger, some of the things I must have been saying about my faves while I was watching them on the screen, like, oh my god, I want to meet them, I'm gonna die. My African parents would probably give me this bombastic side eye like, girl, get it together. Girl, fix up. Girl, gain some sense, please. Okay, girl. Love that for you. I can't tell you who your idol should be. I can't tell you. Because when I was growing up, my idol was bleep, bleep, and bleep. Yeah, we all have our faves and you're allowed to love who you want to love, and someone could have inspired you and got you out of a really dark time. And maybe for certain people, it's Ice Spice. Now, when I heard that, I'm not going to lie to you, I was like, sorry, excusez-moi. Okay? Ice Spice is still booked and busy, and she's still touring the world and leaving her home to go to different venues, which I think is a blessing. And I think regardless of how we feel about Ice Spice or what we go ahead and talk about in today's video, people are still checking for her, and that's a great thing. Bills are still being paid. You know, she's still doing something, okay? So it's not like a thing where she was doing great things at the top of the world, receiving X amount of money, and it's all just crumbled, and she's living in a 1-bedroom household. We ain't heard from her since. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's still doing the thing. People just don't care as much anymore. She was at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Like, gra, she in her moo. Like, gra, she in her moo. Like, gra, keep it a stat. You know I got beans. If she smush, she gon' act like a fiend. But you got your head like gas. Like, gra. Like what? Like, gra. Like what? Like, gra. The thing about Victoria's Secret is, and you're probably wondering, Keisha, why didn't you make a video about it? It's because I just couldn't go through that again. I couldn't insert certain photos or videos because I just felt it just wasn't right. Like, I didn't like the show. Where was the blowouts? Why are we slicking back Adriana Lima's hair? Are you dumb or stupid? When I think of Victoria's Secret, I think of poofy. I think of bouncy curls. I'm thinking that's the thing that I need to see bouncing on that runway, yeah? No, we didn't get that, okay? People's shoes breaking off and people were still trying to... I mean, the ladies did what they had to do, but I just felt like if we're talking about the execution, it felt very rushed. That's my critique on Victoria's Secret. Who knows, maybe next year it'll be a lot better, but I do think that it was rushed and it was maybe a little bit performative too. But hey, you know, people still enjoyed it, and the great thing about it is that people felt represented and people felt that their body types were shown. So that's the beauty in it, okay? But yes, Ice Spice debuted her dark hair. I don't know whether it's like a chocolate Coco Monaco shade, ebony, or whether it's like a jet black. Either way, I'm not really a fan of it. Like, if you're gonna ask for my honest opinion, I miss the, what do we call it? Because I don't want to be, oh my god, nowadays I don't know, it's slur. Apparently slur. I meant the drink ginger, not the people with coloured hair. In the UK, for as long as I have lived, to be honest, people call this hair colour ginger. Apparently it's an offensive term. Apparently we were supposed to say redhead instead, or like a copper colour. So you guys let me know, the people who actually have this hair colour, like, let me know what is the appropriate term we should use for your hair colour. I'm genuinely intrigued. In other articles that I was reading, it says, for instance, like, musician Ed Sheeran told to dye signature ginger hair back to black to be a star. So I don't know, is this term common? I'm generally like, sorry if I sound ignorant, I would love to learn and generally love to know from people directly who have this hair color naturally. Orange, should we say orange? Or is that offensive? Generally don't know. I think that was a good look for Ice Spice. I think that, you know, it was different and it made her stand out. Whereas with the jet black hair, I think it doesn't do exactly what it should have done, and maybe it's just not like the best complexion. No, maybe it's not the best color for her complexion. There is something that is called a color wheel, and listen, let me not even come and drag my good sis, okay? Because at the end of the day, we've all tried colors of our hair where it's like, yikes. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're not daring enough yet to do that. I think that the beauty in life is experimenting and trying different things, and Ice Spice is keeping the haircut, but is letting you know that, hey bitch, this is me, this is the new me. Hi, I've arrived. What do you guys think about this? I have dark hair. Girl, it didn't do nothing for me. Of course, live your life. Hey, I'm sorry, Rihanna killed that. Sorry. I want someone to literally count how many times I break out into a song in my videos, because that needs to be studied. I wasn't feeling it. And then I was thinking maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's the angle, but I just don't know. It's the dark hair with like the pale skin. It works for a lot of people. She's loving it. I do think that maybe she's stepping into her emo bag, because I'm in love with an emo girl. No, seriously though, I think she's stepping into her emo bag, and maybe she's trying something different. Maybe 2025 could be a fantastic year for her, where she's able to bounce back from the hardships of 2024. Goodness gracious. Okay, but it's not god awful. Like, I'm looking at it in this picture here specifically, it actually looks all right. I just don't know if it's the most flattering colour, and I think because we're not used to seeing her this way, majority of the time that we've gotten to know Ice Spice, she's had, you know, the red hair, sorry. So this is a lot, I think, for a lot of people, and also it's the contrast, and she does have like pretty pale skin, so I think that's the thing that looks quite harsh. But hey, she seems to be embracing it and rocking it, and I wonder if this will consist of a new era. I just feel like it wasn't smart for the team to embark on a new look so quickly when she hasn't really solidified herself in the industry, where her red hair was the reason as to why people were checking for her, as well as her, you know, shaking arse cheeks and being thick or whatever. Now, there is an evident change in her body and her weight, that's for sure. She came into the industry being a lot more thicker and, you know, talking about how she's thick because she keeps eating her oats, you know, being more on the curvy side and, you know, embracing that. And a lot of people really love that about her and how natural she was, right? I don't know too much about her story or what it is that she's doing. A lot of people believe her to be on Ozempic. I do think people hear a term and run with it. It could be weight loss, it could be coke, it could be anything, and this just applies for anyone in general. Like, it doesn't have to be Ozempic, but I do think that she lost the weight pretty fast, although she is showing a lot of videos of her working out, her being at the gym and letting people know that, hey, it's because I'm at the gym, I'm working out, I have a better diet, and I'm eating my chicken salad. It is important to note that Ice Spice has denied Ozempic. Ozempic is this thing in which like so many celebrities are on, and when we see someone drastically lose weight, there's also something called the quote-unquote Ozempic phase. Now, I don't know if Ice Spice necessarily has that, but with how quick that she lost the weight, I think people are just like skeptical about what is she doing. Is it really the gym or is it a pill? Okay, now I've used the example of coke as well, because, and that's not me claiming that she's on this, hell no, but there are a lot of stars who are, and that also causes a drastic weight loss with a lot of people. Regardless of what's going on, a lot of people just feel as though if she can't shake her arse cheeks anymore, because that used to be her quote-unquote selling point, if she's looking too drastic and she isn't appeasing to the male gaze like people believed she was in the beginning, then she's going to struggle even more in the rap industry, and she's going to have to rely even more on rap. I mean, we shouldn't be relying on our bodies anyways, but that's just what it has been for certain people in specific industries, and that's why people would like make a joke and say she should just start being an influencer or just go and do OnlyFans. I'm gonna go ahead and put this part in there. Regardless of what it is that she's doing, I hope that she's doing it for her. I hope that it's not going to be something excessive, and I hope that she truly is happy and healthy and content, and I truly do wish her the best in that aspect. I can be like, oh my god, do you think Ice Spice looks different? Because I do think she looks different. I hate when people try to make it seem like, oh my god, you can't even comment on how different someone looks. I think you should be able to. Family gatherings, relatives say I look different. Oh my god, you look so much taller now, bigger now, skinnier now, shorter now. Like, these things happen. You see a friend you haven't seen in a long time. Oh my god, you look so different. People try to filter everything and everyone. I'm sorry, but you can't get that from me. Like, maybe you might win on several occasions, but for the most part, I should be able to say, oh my god, Ice Spice looks different, because she does look different. She doesn't look recognizable. She don't look like the same girl who came into the industry, what, 2 years ago? She lost weight. And if it's down to her wanting to actually go in the gym and lose weight and that's her plan, then sure. If it's down to health things, then I'm so sorry. Bless her. My prayers go out to her. But I'm just saying that she looks different, because she does. And let's be very clear, Ice Spice relied on twerking, and we'll always constantly talk about, you know, I'd be thick because I'd be eating oats, you know, like she'll be talking about that, and like her main quality that she would provide for fans would be her arse cheeks and constantly jiggling it and shaking it and making Instagram videos. That's what it was giving. This is not like it's our doing. It's like, no, that was the Ice Spice brand, you know, because I know you're not talking about she was offering freestyles and actual great raps. Okay, so let's round up this video now and talk about things that Ice Spice can do to possibly, you know, build momentum again and get some hype around her name and her music. I think number one, she's gonna have to go over to the K-pop world, collaborate with a band, couple bands, solo artists, I don't know. I think she needs to go to the K-pop world where a lot of people love K-pop, and those K-pop people be getting their views. They are noticeably known around the world. Maybe she needs a big look from them, okay? I would say attend more events, but she's already doing that and people just don't get why she's there anymore. They feel like she doesn't deserve to be in these rooms. I do think a lot of people who talk about Ice Spice do give bitter vibes, and maybe some people might argue that I have given bitter vibes towards Ice Spice. That's completely up to you. I do think some people are just hating just for the sake of it. I would like to explore some possibilities and how she could rebirth her career again, because she hasn't completely fallen off. Again, she still has her audience, in which you guys can see from this video, and her still going on tour. But yeah, I think maybe the K-pop thing is at this point mandatory. Maybe a big collaboration with a Western artist who is like popping, and I'm not talking about Taylor Swift, I'm not talking about a Nicki Minaj anymore. You've done that. Something different. But now I'm just thinking, who actually wants to link up with Ice Spice? Like, is she going to do anything for them anymore if people can see that the Spotify numbers have gone down, the likes and engagement on her page have gone down? So it's going to be very interesting to see what the team does next with Ice Spice, but they're going to have to before another artist comes and Ice Spice is completely pushed out the door. But let me know down below in the comment section some ways in which you feel like Ice Spice can revive her career, and what do you guys think of the dark hair? Please do let me know. Now, do we fully know everything that took place between her and her ex-besties? No. And they're probably cackling and kiki and like, oh my god, no. But my thing is, and I mean it's in the most respectful way, hold my hands when I say this, innit, yeah? They can't be doing all of that, because it's not like they're in an either bigger or better position than Ice Spice. You can't be doing too much cackling now. I don't know if they are, but I'm just saying, if that was the case, they can't be celebrating and being thankful for that when they aren't even in a better position than Ice Spice. I get it, they want to go ahead and expose Ice Spice and let fans know the way that she really behaves when she's not in the spotlight, right? So I get that, but also I do think these people are doing it with the ulterior motive of maybe getting famous or gaining more clout and attention on their page, more fans, more streamers, whatever it is. I do think people do have an ulterior motive. Again, two things can be true. You want to go ahead and let the world know, hey, this person is a foul person and treating me like this and says this about people behind their backs, but you also want something from it too. Ice Spice probably still has more buzz in terms of her name than them, and that's not me being shady, but that's something that you've got to think of when you are exposing somebody. You have to also understand that people are not going to rock with you. People are going to think that, damn, this bitch is probably recording conversations, screenshotting stuff and ready to expose me from the get-go, from the jump. I'm sad that these things happen, especially to Cleopatra, you know, experiencing the things that she experienced while being on the tour bus and not eating, not getting her chicken salad. It's sad, and I think there's lessons that need to be learned on her end too. That's me being very fair here, okay? Ice Spice needs to do better with actually holding herself accountable rather than shifting the blame on other people. There's so much work that needs to be done with all parties here, right? I think with Ice Spice, I don't even know if people want an apology. It's too far gone now, and you know deep down you didn't even feel sorry for it. So it's good that she kept that anyways. I'm happy that she kept it real. Ice Spice didn't apologize. She went on Twitter Spaces and decided to run her mouth and just basically, like I mentioned a million times already, dig a bigger hole for herself, okay? I I don't think Ice Spice is a girl's girl. We look at other women and think, oh my god, you know, by default you should be a girl's girl. But let's be very clear, not everybody is a girl's girl. Your cousin ain't a girl's girl. You have nothing to say about her. I don't think everybody has to be a girl's girl. People are going to be programmed in the way they want to be programmed and best fits them. A lot of people aren't girls' girls. A lot of people would rather just do anything to be the winner at the end of the day or be seen. There's a lot of pick-me's, okay? And I do think a lot of things that I've heard about Ice Spice has given me pick-me, which is so sad, but it's also quite a common thing if you take away celebrity in Hollywood. Like, in our real regular schmegular lives, there are so many pick-me's. There are so many people who you would expect to be girls, but they're not. And they've shown you that. So go based on that. If someone shows you who they are, take it, bitch. And run away. Not to them. Okay, cool. Wow, on my channel you get quotables. Wow, we really do learn on the channel, don't we? I think that another thing in which she needs to do less of is talking about pooping. And she needs to stop taking pictures near toilets, alright? Yeah. Now, I need people to understand that you can have your flop era, but you're also able to come back. Yeah, you can come back from it. I think some people are redeemable if it's not too far. I mean, the young girl hasn't killed anyone. And less of the poopy, and less of taking pictures in their toilets. Don't clown yourself. Don't do this to yourself is what I'm trying to say. That's pretty much it for my thoughts and opinions. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Ice Spice. Do you guys think that she can come back from this, or do you think it's the end? Do you guys like the new look? Do you guys get it? Like, maybe there's like certain looks that I don't understand. Maybe like I'm not clocking that this is actually really editorial and iconic, as everyone loves to say everything's iconic. I don't know, maybe I'm not clocking it, but I just feel as though like I just feel like this is somebody who looks like they don't have a way in the industry. Like, it looks like somebody who is just trying every and anything and people still aren't eating it up. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, and once again, go follow me over my Instagram. It's Keisha_, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye.